project with Katie, the wonderful animator, who's been doing Infinity PBR stuff for, gosh, 6 years. We got some updates to load from Collab. Let's do that. Gonna have some coffee. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. It's crazy smoky outside. It's hot. So I live in sunny California, and this time of year is really nice if you like warm weather, but it's also fire season, and fire season now lasts like a month and a half, which means we can't really go outside because the air is toxic. I mean, not completely toxic, but it'll definitely make you feel a little funny. So going outside's, a little more tough. Hopefully that will stop soon. Hopefully the climate will change to the point where we won't have such terrible fires every year. We'll see. We use Collab to work with each other, to collaborate with each other. You see that dress over here on the left? It's a little sneak peek of something else we're working on. Let's see that dress. This dress is one of the wardrobe sets we're working on. So what's this up here? We got an issue. Always choose theirs. Yes. Reload. All right. Angel wings. Look at that. So these are the same wings that we're using on the horse. And we're like, hey, we have wings now. So what the heck? Let's use them for the humans. Sorry, I got distracted by my own YouTube. There we go. All right. So while this is happening in the background, I'm going to load up the Asset Store projects, which has all of the, or most of the Asset Store projects, all the characters in it. And that's the one I use to create the scenes and upload to the Asset Store and whatnot. Because we're going to check this out first and find out where the heck these animations are. Let's see. Angel. Okay, this is what we're looking for. Animations. Body and wing animations. Whew, that's a lot of animations. Let's see. That's a lot of animations, isn't it? Seems like someone named me is going to have to, make one heck of a controller for the demo scene. What if I don't make a controller for the demo scene? I wonder about that sometimes. Maybe you can tell me what you think. Demo scenes are cool because you can just press play and see what they do. But often I get people who say, oh, I want to use that controller in my game. And really, you shouldn't use the controller from the demo scene in your game because it's not set up for your game. It's set up for the demo scene, and controllers are somewhat unique to particular projects. So I feel like sometimes adding the demo scene with a full controller kind of hurts in the long run, even though it looks cool in the short run. What do you guys think? Or rather, what do you all think? Some of you might not be guys, although the data says you're almost certainly all guys. But you might not be. I don't want to assume. I'm doing my best to stop saying guys, but I'm not as young as you might think, and sometimes it's hard to change. Let's see. So if we bring in, I think we're separating out, let's see, nope, not that one. What's this one? Okay, let's see. If we bring this one in here, do we see? What do we see? All right. So this is angel body. Let's see, fly backwards. All right, so I believe what we're doing here is separating out the wings from the body animations. And you essentially will have to call them both at the same time. And the reason we're doing that is these wings are meant to work on any character that can have wings. Yep. Jack, I agree with you. They are used as an example template. But what happens when a new developer comes in and thinks, oh, great, this works in the demo scene, so now I'm going to use this for my game? I feel like I lead people astray sometimes. Maybe not. I'll still make a demo scene. Mostly because I like making the videos. They look really cool. And I need to make more of those. I've slacked off on making the really cool videos. Sidetrack, let's check those out. Like if you go to YouTube and you see your channel and you see videos, playlists. That's what we need. Demos. Demos. Where's my demos? You pull it. Full playlist. So these videos I really like, and I need to make more of. Oh, let me change my sound over. Sound. I know it's here somewhere. Sound. It's right there. There we go. Yeah, so these videos I really like making, and I do use my own demo controllers for them. They're just so much more cool. They demonstrate what characters will look like, and this is the dungeon, so dungeon demo scene, so you essentially can see what it would look like in a game. So that one. Which other ones are really cool? I mean, the dungeon itself. What does the half-orc one look like? Advertisement.
Hi, Backcountry. This is Hannah.
Hey, how much can you read?
Hey there, welcome to the demo scene.
This is the old one. So this is cool, showing the demo scene, but I kind of like the other videos better.
If you so choose.
Although these ones are cool too.
And we can randomize.
I mean, I guess it's important to be able to show, like, hey, there's a lot of options here.
Super randomize.
And you can do a lot with this stuff. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get back to it. So we got separation on the wings and the body. Let's see. If we bring this in here, what happens? Nothing happens. Okay. Animations that have what? Animations that have body to go with it. Oh, okay. Let's see. Alright, I don't see those working. Not with this one, at least. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We have a controller here and a controller here. What happens if we just press play? Alright. So we're going through. Oh, this is just going through all of their animations for that. And then for the wings. This is the fly forward. Okay. Alright, so wing mesh goes onto the spine. That's an important thing to remember. Keep in mind this is the first time I've seen it. So sort of, yeah, we don't want the humanoid to be generic. We want the wings to be almost like wardrobe, like you just attach it. And I also want them to work with any other human. So if you get a human from, Real Illusion, or if you have your own human, or you get some other human from the asset store, I still want these to work for that, So, the idea is that they will be separate, although it does look like some of these animations have the humanoid information in them. So we're just gonna have to play with that and see what's what. I don't think. Let's see. If we do a search here, Find in assets where content modified within the last 7 days. I want to say 21 days just to see. So just scanning this. So this might be a brand new rig. And this is the scene we're in. Animations, lots of animations. Setting them up for Unreal as well at the same time by having them separated rather than one long string. So that's cool, right? It looks like... Okay, I don't think the human's been changed because none of the other humanoids are here. So let's just give this a try. I'm going to just export these animations and bring them into the other project. And we'll see what happens. Export package. Wing animations. And we have our other project. I swear I just saved it, right? It is. So I think I'm going to make a, I guess probably a copy of maybe the human demo scene. Because this is going to be a standalone package. It just has the wings and animations and textures. But I want the demo scene to showcase with the humans, and I need to test this. I think I'm going to do that. So what we got here? Infinity PBR manager. I'm going to bring in the humans. It's already in there, and shared's already in there. Good. Okay, then that should be in here. Nope, not that one. And this one. Humans. Demo scenes. So I'm going to make a duplicate of this, and we're going to go Angel Wings. Not Angel Wins. Angel Wings. Angel might lose. We don't know. Game hasn't happened yet. All right. So we also need to create a new folder here. We're going to call this Infinity PBR Angel Wings. And if we reload package list, it showed up. I wrote this script to keep it, make it a little bit easier to manage all of these and moving them in and out of the main project because there's a lot and I got tired of dragging and dropping. So now I just click buttons. It's much easier. I also shared this with another popular publisher out there who you probably know and maybe own some of their vast library of creatures. I wonder if he uses it still. He would definitely find value, I think. Some time-saving value. All right. How should we do this? So demo scenes, angel wings. We are loaded. Human male. Start with that guy. Lighting is being generated for this, so we'll let that keep going. So, first things first, let's get the angel stuff in here temporarily. We're going to call this temp, so I remember that's not final. Do we need the mesh? We don't have the mesh, do we? We've got animations, but no meshes. Alright, let's go grab a mesh. Where is the mesh? Ah, that's weird. Why isn't it there? Wing mesh. Interesting. I thought that would have exported with it, but it did not. I'm going to export these. We don't need that. Don't need that. Yeah, export. Wings 2. And then we also need, well, the textures should be in here. This is one of those cases where if you have the Pegasus, it will be the same textures. But if you don't have the Pegasus, you need the texture still. So how do I include that, right? Might just make a duplicate and make a note, because there's no easy way to do shared. I mean, I've got the shared files for the humans, but it's yeah. So I think I'll just end up duplicating the textures and put a note saying, hey, if you have the Pegasus, these are the same textures. And for those of you watching, please give a thumbs up to the video. Let YouTube know that you're enjoying watching me bumble through this, and other people too. And also give a subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps me out a lot. Thank you for that. I saw the thumb up go up to 1, so thank you. Thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you for that. Share with your friends and family. Maybe not your family, unless they're into game dev. If my voice sounds a little funny, it's because of the smoke outside, and I'm a little stuffy from that. So, we should now have... where'd they go? Where'd the mesh go? It should be here. Wing mesh. Where did it end up? Keys works. Oh, because I moved that. Okay. Angel temp. All right. So we got that there. We got the wing mesh. So I'm going to make a prefab out of this first. Angel wings humanoid. For humanoids, we'll say, because it's not going to be a humanoid rig or anything. It's this generic rig, I would imagine. But want to make sure that people know it's for any humanoid, really. Keep the same thing. Create a folder, and this is going to be prefabs. Let's drag this down there. Original prefab. Okay, so we got our prefab. Textures and materials. Create folder, textures and materials. And let's find the Pegasus. Temp. Pegasus. Is Pegasus not here? Ah, here it is. Textures and materials. Wings. So I'm just going to duplicate that. Note, this is the same as Pegasus. Alright, I'm going to bring that up. I'll have to make a text file note in the README or something too. Okay. And, I guess with material. Wings same as, not as, Pegasus. Okay, we'll bring that up here as well. Make sure we put the right ones here. Where's assign our texture, or material rather. Alright. And that bug? I don't know what that is. That flicker? Never understood that one. Okay. Keep that, and the shadows. I think there's another color for those, maybe? Doesn't seem to do much. Secondary highlight, maybe? Don't see any changes there. Hair variation. We're using the hair shader. There we go. So we'll bring that up so it's not quite as dark. Alright. And apply those. Alright, so we're going to then put this onto the humanoid, and I'm going to make a new, let's see, what are we going to do? I guess a variation of these that have the angel, so we're going to go angel variant, and do both of those, and then in our prefabs, prefab variant, prefab variant. Okay, and then we will attach to, let's remind ourselves where it was, underneath human spine 3, the rig, and there is a slight offset there, so we'll have to see if that is something we need to do. So bone root, spine, spine, spine. Can we copy transforms from one project to another? Let's find out. Copy components. Nope, we can't. Well, that's too bad. Okay, but we can do it manually. 0.2310791, negative 1.366243, and negative 82.15601. Very specific. And that's not right. So why is there a difference? So we got those. Oh, negative 180. There we go. I missed one. My fault. All right. Now we'll copy this and see if the human female has the same spine, spine, spine. All right. So now we got our humanoids with wings. Perfect. Alright, now we need to add probably some scripting for this. What do you think? Because we definitely need these to have, we have an animator, but we'll add a controller on them. Do I separate the controller out in these? What do? I put them on the animations. So create folder animations. So we're going to need a controller, and I mean, this is actually going to be a good example of why the demo controllers are not necessarily the way to go for actual game use, because I'm going to make a brand new controller for each of these, so the human animations won't be part of this controller at all. If you want to use human animations, like the base ones, and the angel wings, you're going to have to create your own, probably with different layers, you know? Ooh, god damn it. Now that I just said that out loud, I realize I could probably just make a version of this that has the wings as a different animation layer. God damn it. I knocked myself into more work. It's okay. It's worth it. Let's see how it's done, or one way that it's done, because there are, of course, many ways to do these things. So if I'm going to do that, then I will need to copy the animation controller. Where is the animation controller? Oh, I put them in demo files. Okay. So probably to specify that they're demo files. That's probably why I did that, because of the whole demo files. Because of the whole, I don't want people thinking these are like something to use in game. I put these in the demo files so that, hey, oh, these are demo files. I see. They're not. They're just for the demo. Maybe they'll think that. Maybe not. What happened? Why did that? That's weird. I didn't mess anything up, right? Okay. Delete. Okay. Oh, are these? Let's see. Human male and female. Human male and female. Ah, so I actually don't need one of these. Delete this. Angel wings. All right. Okay. So next step will be to put these on here and also on here. No. Well, sort of. Definitely on the humans. Temporarily on these. So what I'm thinking is I will make the controller for the humans first, and then make the controller for the wings just by copying this and deleting the stuff I don't need. Or maybe not. We'll see. So let's start by making the humanoid controller. Actually, let's start by just seeing what happens when we press play. All of these buttons may have stopped working. Oh, they didn't. That's good. All right, so that's a good start, i.e., aside from whatever the heck that is. You're seeing that, I imagine, these flickering. I don't know what that is. I think it's a bug with 2019.4 or something. I have no idea. That's annoying, though. Anyways. Alright, so that's a good start. Let's see. Animator. You know, I hate setting these up. It's really not fun. So, this is the humanoid. And let me just think. We got all these body animations to add. Technically, they all match these. And I think we won't see anything happen here because maybe they need an avatar definition. What do we have over here? So these don't have any avatar definitions, nor do these. These are copying from the angel body T-pose. Okay. What happens if I... This is the body, only the wings aren't moving there. Fly dodge. Fly dodge. This is the wings only. Oops, fly dodge. Oh, okay. So that will work for the wings. Hands that have body to go with it. Oh, I see. I think she means she doesn't mean that they have a body on the rig. That's why I was thinking. But they are matching. So these are standalone wing animations. I see. And then the other ones are matched. Okay. I got it now. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Yeah, the wings are pretty cool. I'm excited about it. We're trying to set them up here. Just figuring out the best way to go about it for this demo scene. I think I'm just going to add to this monstrosity of a animation controller. If I remember which buttons to use for pan. There we go. So this is going to be all of these essentially get added, except for the T-pose. And actually, some of these are going to be locomotion, like fly forward, etc. That work with this slider. Shoot. Gosh, the problem is there's so many options here. There's no good way to quickly make a demo scene. Because, I mean, there's turn animations. There's all these things. Gosh darn it. And the landing and takeoff ones. And there's landing to idle, landing to running, landing to skid, landing to walking. So there's a lot of options here. All right, well, let's start with the locomotion. We'll start with that. How about that? All right, so locomotion. We need to modify this now. So can we copy this? No. All right, add a blend tree. We'll call this flying. And add a blend tree. Actually, ground. We should probably ground and air, maybe. No, it'd be the same parameter. So we'll do flying. Or we'll say is flying. Be more precise about it. Okay, so if is flying is true. Nope. Let's see. Direct. Add motion. Add motion. Add motion. And then motion, motion, motion. I think, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically we have walk back, idle combat, walk and run. Okay, so add one more. Where are they? Living. Walk back. Okay. Walk back. Idle combat. Walk and run. And our weights are 0 through 3. So we'll keep that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. And then we will remove these. So I might need to reset some of the UI stuff here. How do we remove? Select it and delete that. Delete. 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 All right. And now we need to rename this. So this is going to be flying angel. Let's say angel and ground. Not gound, ground. Okay, so let's rearrange these. Angel is going to be 1 for is flying. And ground will be 0 for is flying. And we need a new parameter. Guess it needs to be float. Can it be? Can it be a Boolean? Maybe. The locomotion's the only one, probably because it has to be a float. So is flying. Now, yeah, so it's from that list. Okay, so ground is flying. Is flying. Ground is flying. Parameter. Oh, okay. So this is going to be locomotion. And this is also going to be locomotion. So it's not direct, it's 1D. We're doing, I guess. 1D, locomotion. Parameter is flying. All right. Set those to 0. All right. And then for angel, what animations do we have? Body. Crouch, crouch, crouch. See, what you don't realize, perhaps, this is going to be something sneaky of us, but if you check this out, this animation doesn't need, it looks like we have an arm going through there, but, so that'll be something to fix, but this animation doesn't actually need the wings. So what this is actually doing, beyond the wings, is adding a shit ton of new animations. I mean, not a shit ton, maybe, yeah. So crouching, it's crouching animations. But these crouching animations can, of course, be used with any of the humans. And you can blend them. Maybe that one, if they're going to jump off a cliff. But these can be used to for the humans as well. This one's really high up. So, yeah. So there's some new animations for the humans as well with all this. All right, let me get back to business. What were we doing? We were looking at which ones. We've got fly backwards. Okay. Okay, and we have fly forward. I guess this is actually going to be here because we're almost certainly have fly idle. Do we have fly idle? Oh, you know what we actually have. So there's a couple things here. At a blend tree, this is going to be, what would we call this blend tree? We'll call this fly style, float, fly style. This is going to be whether we're gliding or going down or flapping our wings, etc. And this is going to be fly style. And I think, so this is the body only. Gotta keep that in mind, because I think I may have been, I don't know what I was doing. I need to double check, make sure I put the right ones in there. Okay, we're doing the body only right now. So this is going to be, we have a bunch of options. So we have fly diving. We have fly down. We have fly forward. Fly glide. Fly plummet. Which one's plummet? I don't know. Fly rise. Oh. See, that's the wrong one. Hover is what we're talking about. Shoot, man. Take this as the idle. But actually, we don't need idle in this one, so delete that. Okay. Idle. Body. I think this will be the idle. And then this one, we'll delete that. Okay, I'm going to specify 0 is backwards, 1 is forward, or idle. I really should do it like this. 0 is idle. Okay. And then I just want to check these animations. See. Okay, so this is the human flying or hovering, hover bouncy. Okay, magical. Ah, I see. That's cool. Hover up, hover down. Oh, it's like he's going down. He's going up. I see. I feel like pumping the wings. Hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. Had some messages to reply to. Fly idle equals hover. Yes. I just saw that. Thanks, Jack. Let's see. Gosh. There's a lot here. This is the type of thing where I'm like, oh man, how do you effectively show all of these in a simple demo scene? Like, I want to use sliders, just sliders. I don't want to hook up controls and keys and all that. I just want to show sliders, and there's like so many options here. So I think, gosh, I mean, the demo scene's probably not going to be perfect. There's going to be, when it comes to like landing and the heights on landing and stuff, that's something you got to kind of code to make sure you're at the right height. And there's scripting to, kind of move the mesh down a little bit more than the animation would move it in order to make sure that it lands at the right spot. We do that with the dragon and other things. So that's not terribly difficult, but I want to keep this as simple as possible. And part of that might be not showing all the animations, like these 3 different hovers. Do I really want buttons for 3 different hovers? I could, but gosh, because if I do that, then really hover smooth. This needs to be a tree rather. God damn it! Where's the button? What button? There we go. A tree rather than, similar to fly style will be hover style. And this is really going to be fly forward. Fly forward. And actually, fly rise. So what's the difference between... Oh, fly rise is flying forward. Okay, we're flying forward. And we are transitioning from that to fly rise. We can transition to fly forward. Technically, if we have a slider... Oh, gosh darn it. It's even deeper. This is getting complicated because once you're flying forward, there's options for going up, down, and straight. And with down, we've got... So fly down is that angle. Look at that from the side. Fly dive, or fly plummet is... Oh, well, that's just straight up down, like they're dying. And then fly diving is even deeper. So it's really... Okay. Maybe this will work. So if we add plummet, and plummet is here, diving, down, forward. Glide is different from forward. They're the same, I bet. And dodge, got hit, fly death, fly backwards. Okay, so these are all supposed to be forward. Flying glide looks like that. That's really cool. I really like Kay's animations, just so you know. Fly glide, fly forward. So there's a difference between... This one probably has flapping wings. This one doesn't. So... I guess we need to do glide or... So... okay, so add a new one. Float is... nope. Is gliding. Alright, so we'll new blend tree. We'll call this fly forward. And motion, motion. So we have then fly glide and fly forward. Okay, and 0 and 1 for those. Parameters going to be is gliding. So flip these around. So if is gliding 1, and then on this we will remove, well, put this one here, and we'll remove this and remove this. All right, so we need another parameter here, a float for fly rising, and this is going to be, oh, I said fly style, huh? Let's ignore that. Let's do fly rising because that's more explicit. We will say forward means 0, rising is yes, down is -1, diving is, plummet is -2, and diving is -2, and plummet's -3 actually. Okay, so we'll be just whole numbers for that, not normalize it between -1 and 1. All right. Jack, you wouldn't show all the animations. I know. This is the problem, Jack. I want to show people everything ahead of time because I want them to buy the damn pack, right? And I want them to be blown away with the stuff. But I also don't want them to think, oh, I can just use this. I mean, they technically could, but really they should make their own. And Miko, welcome. Glad to have you here. Let's see, the wings actually, we did the wings almost a year ago and got them working with the horse, which was also being worked on. We wanted the Pegasus. So the horse and Pegasus are out now. And once the Pegasus wings were there, I was like, hey, these can be angel wings too. And so we realized that there was an opportunity to relatively easily create angel wings. It's just we did tons of animations for it. I think almost overkill on the animations. Not really, but there's a ton here. And so that's where we are. Yeah. So there's just so much here. Yeah, there's so much here. All right. So we don't need fly style anymore, right? Delete that. Okay, so is flying, is gliding, is right here. And fly rising is here on whether we're going forward or not. If we're 0, that means we're going forward. Technically, does this care? Does backwards care if we're... Ah, damn it. I mean... Because really, if we're plummeting, it doesn't matter if we're going forward. But, I'll keep it there for now. Because, god damn it, because... All right, so I'm going back, Jack, on this character controller things. Well, you could make these wings demon wings. I would suggest changing the color. You can change the color just fine, and then you could add emissions, perhaps, and certainly you could add particle effects by motion or something. So smoke and some kind of flaming sparks. And now you got demon wings. And then you can add those to the demon character and make a flying demon character. The demon character can work with the humanoid animations for the most part. The feet don't quite work, but I think in a game situation you could probably figure that out with some animation layers. Yeah. So I think that would be doable. Maybe I'll make a video on that one day. That's a good idea, Aaron. All right, so this is what I'm thinking now. What if I scratch this and say, okay, there's just buttons. Buttons will place the human above the ground a certain amount to reset it, and then you can, click a button to turn on things like flying, diving. Maybe. Actually, let me see it, because I do want to see what this would look like. can I do a quick test? Can we test this? So we have is flying, is gliding, and is rising. So let me just go into my canvas here. Where's my canvas? And okay. Copy that. Create new panel. UI panel. And we will make this smaller. And bring it up here. Everything disappeared from that. And we'll call this flying panel or angel panel. And we'll paste into that locomotion. Oops. Oh, and I actually don't really need... well, actually, I do need for this. So this is going to be... what was it? Fly rising. Okay. Fly rising. And we will... Okay, can I, let's see, are you able to do that here? I really wish you could. How come you can't on the Animator? Do I have the right Animator? Yeah, I really wish you could automatically put these. Hey, Jahorto. Ooh, for the RPG character pack, a video to start with. I would start with the humans and figure out all their wardrobe stuff and how that would work with the things you're building. If you're planning on using my stuff, then definitely check out the character creation scene. That's part of the game modules. I think it's free though. That specific one's free if you have the RPG character pack, but the modules help with that. If you're going to roll your own, then definitely check out the humans and just try to figure out how it works. And the, what is it called? Wardrobe, it should be here. Oh, it's not on this one yet? The wardrobe prefab manager that comes with the character controller. And it comes with these two, but I haven't installed it in this one, it looks like. Definitely check out those. That's where I would start with. And ask on the Discord if you get stuck, because we can help out. And it will give me ideas for new videos too. Alright, so what was I doing? I wanted to test the fly forward. I wanted to see how that works if we go between these. So, what is my... Oh, God. Okay. No, not this one. I was just going to create a new script. So, add component. I'm going to say new script. What will we call this? Angel demo demo animator. We'll just call it that. We can always change it later. And we'll need to bring that into this. Demo scripts. Specify that this is demo scripts because otherwise people will be like, I want to use this. And I'm like, you can't use that. Not as some people might want to use it. So, demo scripts. Okay, and add that to this one as well. Okay, then on this one, we need a public animator. Animate, animator. Okay, and then we're going to say public set is rising, float new value, and void, and animator.set float is rising new value. What's this? Used cache property index. Wow. I guess that's faster. That's one of the things I like about Writer. It gives me tips that I would never have done this myself. So private static read-only int is rising equals string to hash is rising. All right. I would not have done that myself. Let me zoom this in a little bit for video purposes. And then, let's see. So, now on our scene, this can be Angel Demo Animator, set is rising, and this is going to be anywhere from -3 to 1, and the default is 0. Okay, let's just see what happens. Oh, shoot. Because we also need is flying. All right. So we need then a Boolean, I guess, for is flying or not. Oh man, it's so complicated. Thanks, Jehorto. I've learned from the bests, and I'm still learning. And I think learning from the best means learning from Writer. And when Writer tells you something. The problem is remembering. Like, I could probably remember that this is a thing. I'm guessing this is just faster than using the string. But, you know, whatever. We'll figure it out in the end. I need a Boolean then. Button? No. Toggle? Yes. And we're going to call this is flying, and label is flying, and we will make this a better color for this. And then our script here, we will have to say public void set is flying, bool new value, and animator.set float. And we're going to do the same thing as we did before. Is flying, new value, and then set bool. And then we will say, yes, Writer, you're right. We do want to do this. Okay. Save for 2? I guess it means you only have to change it in one place, huh? Rather than if I call it multiple places in the script. It's true. All right. So we have that set to true. We don't want it set to true at the start. And the other thing is we were walking at the start, and that was a problem. Why were we walking at the start? Let's see. Ah, that's why. 1. Walk is 2. Run is 3. Alright, that's why. Alright. I noticed when we were walking, I was like, we shouldn't be walking. It's supposed to start as idle. Okay, is flying. And did that work? I don't think that worked. Did it work? Oh. Is flying is a... Okay. So, we need to do this. Set float is flying. New value. If its new value is true, then we're going to say 1F, otherwise 0F. I think I could just say 1 and 0 for these. Alright. So it's a float, not actually a Boolean. Let's try this again. It didn't work again. Oh. I didn't hook up the button itself. I didn't hook up the button itself. That's what happened here. Is flying. Need this, and where is my female? Set is flying. All right. Third time's a try, right? Or charm. Oh, unassigned. Did you not assign the animator? Mm-hmm. Could put that in the code. I probably should put that in the code. So let's do best practice here. Public void awake, and we should make that private. Private. If no animator, actually we'll do it like this. Set animator, and if animator, then return. Otherwise, animator equals get component animator. Oops. And if no animator, actually, if animator return. Otherwise, debug.log error animator needs to be set. All right. So now if we forget to add the animator, it'll try to pull it for us. Oh, that's interesting. Putting all your animator strings into a single static class. So you change one in one place. That does make sense. All right. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're flying. That's good. We're also going in and out of visibility for whatever reason. And this isn't working because that doesn't exist. That's interesting. Where is that? Oh gosh, what happened? All right. Let me check my strings here. Fly rising. Ah, is that what the issue is? Yeah. Fly rising. Okay. All right, I could expose that too, but I don't think I will for this. Oh, interesting. Look at that. Is there no root motion on any of the others? Or that's just not, okay. So this is what I want to show, that you can go between the, so if you do set this up with the controller, you could totally have the player, I mean plummet would be used elsewhere, so I think maybe controller would just go between the three, but you can go up and down. Problem is that this one doesn't appear to be looping. So let's check that. Make sure these are all looping. Fly down, fly forward, fly glide, fly plummet, loop that, and fly rise. Okay. Let's try that again. Focus on the female. Oh god damn it, I don't know why this is flickering like that. It's really annoying. So we'll definitely have to change the button to keep it locked on her. Nope, none of that. That was Shift F, but nope. Anyways, you can imagine a sword in her hand as well. Perhaps a dagger. So that's why I want to be able to demonstrate this. Man. Hello, Fredo. How are you? Hello, Fredo. I was leaning back. I don't know if that affected my sound volume. I need to get an Xbox controller for my Mac. Because I would love to play this demo, make a more robust demo scene. I think... So what I'm thinking now, because that looks really cool, but I think what I'm going to make is a relatively bare bones demo scene. We'll keep that stuff in there, but we'll use sliders, and then I'll make a... Well, don't hold me to this, because maybe, we'll see. I'll think about making a robust demo scene that is a character controller driven. Maybe we'll even make a whole demo game out of it. I'm not sure. But it's a lot more work. And I want to get this out to you all. And I can't get this out until there's some basic demo. So let's make the basic demo. So I'm going to remove the plummeting from this. And to do that, we'll keep it in the controller. But we will change... fly rising to -2 for the min value, and we will also turn off that button, delete these, and we'll call this rising or fly vertical. Copy it, and where's the text? Put that there, move it over, and make it a little wider. And make it smaller, even smaller, and not bold. And it's centered. Okay, so fly vertical. And then bring it down a little bit. Make sure it's not covering that. Okay. This whole thing we can move up. And then actually is flying should be higher, because that's straight up. That's the first option here. Are we flying? And make that 12 and no, 10. And then we'll put fly rising down here. Or fly vertical. Okay. All right, let's make this part work with the wings, because I think that's an important step, just to make sure we're doing it right. So let me do that. Shoot, because I really want to just copy this animator and delete the stuff I don't need and use the wings so I don't have to reset everything up. Are the other... all these other ones can just be standalone, right? I mean... gosh, there's so many options. So many options. Yeah. All right. I guess this is probably fine. Turn's really cool. Now we might need to add another turn for a smoother turn, but it's okay. We'll see. What was the other? I wanted to see the strafing too. That was the other one I wanted to see. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, I'm gonna do a basic demo scene. Compatible with the new starter assets. I haven't tried the starter assets yet, but yeah, I think the new input system. Now I have to learn that. So new input system, yes, but there's so much more to this than just that. So I could base it off of the starter asset, but I'd have to expand it. Which, I mean, that's a great live stream while I learn how to do that, and video on showing how to do that too. So it's a great opportunity. Just need a little bit more time in the world. Hold on one second. Gotta check a message real quick. All right, sorry about that. All right, bare bones, just showing the basics. And then in the video, I'll run through all the other animations, I guess. Maybe. Well, let's just see what happens, because there is a lot more here. Yeah, and there's just so much more to do. Is the thing that I want to show. Like, I really want to show these takeoffs and stuff. Crouch, takeoff, dive. I mean, that's like, I need to make a ledge, you know. These are things that are so specific to a use case. So maybe that's the idea. Maybe that's the idea, is just make this so specific. Right? I mean, does it have to be this setup? I guess not. Because what I'm really trying to show here is the takeoffs, landings, and in-flight stuff. I mean, there's also just the wings that work with the other animations, so that's cool. But yeah, like, I want to be able to show that stuff and standing takeoff, standing takeoff to hover. So I think maybe just making it very specific with buttons and just coding those actions. Maybe. Yeah, so let's try that for a second. Let's just see what happens. Go down a rabbit hole a little bit. I'm going to copy this rather than and let's put this up on a ledge. Where is a ledge that we can use? Ugh. There we go. Oh, I got pretty close. Here we go. That's a good ledge. Okay, so we're going to save that position, and let's just change this to Angel Demo Human. We'll just use that. So we're going to have a public vector 3 cliff position, and public vector 3 cliff rotation. And so we'll just copy these in there. we're just going to do some straight up boilerplate stuff. Go to cliff and transform.position equals cliff position. Transform.Euler angles equals cliff rotation. I think that would work. I don't even know if that's faster. So I'll just say no, public void. Okay, go to cliff, and then we'll also set public, or let's see, set is rising to 0, and set is flying to 0, or false. So when we go to cliff, we'll go there, we're rising 0, set 0, and then animator.set, or let's do that in a second because we don't have that set up. Okay. Oh, I need a button for it. Okay, I'm going to redo this this UI panel a little bit as well. So we will do button. Go to cliff. Make that smaller. Cliff. Make that smaller. And move this over here. So when we click that, we'll turn that on. We're going to turn this off. And we will turn this off because then we're going to have another panel for the cliff. Cliff panel. Where did all her clothes go? What the heck? All right, there we go. It's ridiculous. I don't know what that bug is. Yeah, Jack, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't have time right now to focus on a controller. And I want, if I do that, I want to make sure it's really, really good and it works with an actual game controller and all that. So I think start with a basic demo and then release it so people can use it, and then go from there. And in the future, make a full controller, or maybe book someone to do it for me, because I do want to learn how to do it right, but it's not something I know I can do it. I don't know how to do it right now necessarily. All right, so I'm going to turn this off. And actually, when we go to cliff, we want flying to be on. Not cliff, go to cliff. So we want the angel panel to be on. And then cliff panel, what are our animations? We have Oh, we want to start with crouch idle. Okay. Well, no, we don't need to start with that. We'll just start with the stand. Actually, maybe we will for... Yeah, okay. How about this? UI button. And actually, we'll just duplicate this because I like that styling better. And okay, so crouch, yeah, all right, stand, and then okay. So takeoff, dive to glide, takeoff, glide. So we're going to do 3 different takeoffs. And we're just going to hard code the heck out of these. And once you take off, you can use this to go up and down, but it's not going to be, yeah, it's not going to be super robust, just up and down. All right, so then Animator, base layer. So we need crouch idle. I'm not going to do an idle break or the movements. We're going to do these 3. Okay, so trigger. Ah, god damn it, what button? There we go. So we need a trigger for 5 things. And it's going to be crouch, crouch, stand, crouch, take off 1, crouch, take off 2, and crouch, take off 3. And so transition to crouch idle for where is this button? So it's going to be crouch, and then from there to here, if we do stand, or crouch stand, and then from crouch oh shoot. This is actually incorrect. This just goes there. Move these. Must have stand to crouch. Stand to crouch. There we go. this is going to have trigger, oops, crouch, and then from idle here, this will be crouch stand. And I'll go locomotion, and then these go to these three. Take off one. F2. And take off 3. All right. That should work. And then we need these buttons. So let's see. I'm going to make these methods because I might have to add more to them. So it's just going to be a lot of boilerplate stuff in the end. Stand to crouch, and public void crouch to stand. Public void take off, or crouch take off 1. Just copy the heck out of that one. Okay, so animator.set trigger crouch. Animator.set trigger crouch stand. These are going to be crouch take off 1, 2, 3. We'll link these and then just test and see if everything works as expected. What problem don't I have? I know this is the big problem. I kind of wish, like, I know, you know, if you get stuff for Protofactor, there's no demo scene. They're just characters and you have to do it yourself. I kind of wish I just did that, you know what I mean? Like, but I have done demo scenes for everything, so now I kind of have to keep doing demo scenes. People expect it, and I might get negative reviews. I could transition to not doing demo scenes and instead having like demo projects. That could be a thing. So we'll see. So actually, all of these are going to need something, and going to go to angel variants here, and so go crouch to stand, and this is just going to be stand to crouch, take off 1, take off 2, take off 3, and press play. I actually should, before I do that, let me change the demo camera. Where do I keep that? Nope. Camera holder, yes. Target is going to be this, and camera target is going to be this. That should be it. All right. Now she's kind of floating, but whatever. Crouch. Whoa. What the heck? Stand. Stand works. Crouch, though. She comes from up there. Alright, try takeoffs. Okay. Let's go back to the cliff. Crouch. Ah. We need to trigger crouch idle again. So trigger crouch idle. Spell it right. And any state. So actually, she could do any state for these other twos as well. Stand to crouch, and crouch to stand. And delete this. Delete that. All right, and then when we go to cliff, we want to say animator.set trigger crouch idle. So I think that would work. We still need to figure out why this animation, though, is going all wonky. It might need to be an update in the animation itself, because that's the other thing. I have to check all these animations, and that takes some time. So that's that, but what is, it was actually the stand to crouch that was the issue. Okay, well that's because we're way up there, so that could be it. Let's just, might need to be fixed, but okay, we'll just apply that and see if that does the trick. Rotation, maybe later. And crouch. Nope. Okay. Takeoff too. It's a cool takeoff, I have to say. We're gonna have to add the rest of the code there. Go back to the cliff. Cliff. Okay. So that kind of worked. The cliff, I need to add a rock or something there to make it flat. Take off 3. I mean, it looks cool in this view. So, look at that. Mesh is just disappearing left and right. Okay, and then let's connect the rest. So now we need to set that there is flying. Go to cliff, but on any of these other ones, we'll have to say set flying info and private void set flying info is rising. It's flying is true, but rising is not true. And what we'll do is float is rising equals 0, and we'll move that here, and we'll bool is flying is true, and then we can say that's the default is fine, but then up here we can do 0 false, and then for these let's take off 1, 2, 3. Crouch. Dive, dive to glide, take off to glide. Okay, so gliding is 0, so those are fine. This is going to be -1, 0, but I guess we just do -1. I think that might work. Okay, crouch. Maybe later. Go to the cliff. Alright. Take off 1. I don't know why it's flying. It should be setting is flying true, but it doesn't. Oh, I see. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't... Okay. Make transition. Because... Oh. All of these then have to go to locomotion afterwards. Alright, let's try that. Save. Alright, so crouch, still have that issue. That might be an animation issue itself that we just need to fix. Go to the cliff position. Okay. And try it again. Alright, there was definitely... Oh, we got this issue here. That's not changing things. Okay. Take off 2. So there's definitely issues with the height. That's something I think we're going to have to work with the animations on to make sure that those are all set properly. And I don't know why this isn't working all of a sudden. Let's see. Oh, because it's not set to this human. Duh. Because these, I'm going to just turn these off. These ones aren't needed in this. And angel panel is flying. Set is flying. And fly rising. Set is rising. What stinks is yeah, it's fine. That button doesn't get turned on. I could make it the button turn on rather than the animator, but it's fine. Okay, let's try this now. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Is flying is 1. Fly rising. Oh. Ah. I see. I think I chose the wrong one. Set is rising. There we go. Dynamic. My bad. Okay. Try to take off 2 this time. Okay. Well. I mean, it looks pretty badass even without the wings flapping. Clearly, though, we need some things here. The animations are going to have to be updated, I think. Or I need to figure out the right settings for things like stand to crouch. I mean, there's no way she's supposed to be way up there. That's the thing. That's the problem right there. I think it could just be an issue with the animation, where it's just off. So I think there's not much more to do in this besides just going through the animations one by one and seeing which ones might be off. And gosh, problem is, this is another problem I face. In order to really check the animations, I do have to dog food it, right? I have to make a demo scene that works so I can see, oh yes, this works well. Which means I do need to make a more robust character controller. This is like my own way of doing it that I have to do. I feel like I have to do that. Do I have to do that? Yeah. Because I really want to make sure that everything works with each other, you know? So the question then becomes, can I release this as a beta version, knowing that I'm going to be updating the animations? Does that, affect people? How would you all feel about that if I released these knowing that some of these are going to be updated? And so you could start using them if you want, or should you just wait for us to finish updating them? You tell me, because I don't know. I really don't know. It's I see it both ways, right? I want to just release it and that's that, but I feel like there needs to be a really strong demo. Yeah. I mean, I would love to put this demo not in this scene, but in the medieval village, the town and pack, because then you could see that from the sky and all that. Yep, it's definitely going to come with the big pack. That's the whole idea of the big pack. I know it's expensive, but when we get these type of things, more wardrobe, I'll just add those. Hopefully. Sales of that one has slowed down. I think it only sold once this month, unfortunately. So more people need to buy it. And to help me do that, please like and subscribe to the video. Give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the video. Share the video. This video that we're watching right now, this live stream. Yeah. Yeah, I think a demo scene for the Angel Wings would probably be a separate package, because it's just such a specific thing. Like even with a more robust character controller, it's still like, hey, you should probably think about making this your own, because there might be other animations you want in your project. But it would also require to run properly some of the other assets, like the town and the human, and all that. Man. All right, well, let me just kind of add the wings too. Can I add the same script to the wings? Probably. I think so. Let's see. So I'm going to copy this. Which one's a copy? That one's a copy, okay. Wings, angel wings. And put this on that and override it. So now we go to, we're on the right one, right? Just want to make sure. How do I know? So to know, I'm going to move these down. So yes, the one with the lower one is the wings. Okay. So crouch to stand. And crouch idle. Stand to crouch. Crouch, take off. Take off, dive. Glide. Crouch, take off to glide. Okay. And then on our locomotion, let's just set these two. So this is going to be wings. So there's a lot of idles here. So I'll do the walk for this. Do the walk for the run. Do the regular idle. And walk for the backwards, maybe. And then these fly backwards, hover one smooth, then fly forward, fly plummet, fly diving, fly down, fly rise, and fly forward. We got fly glide here, and fly forward, fly forward. There it is. All right. Press play. All right, so the wings are moving, I believe. Crouch. Are the wings moving? Oh, no, because we didn't hook up the transitions. Okay, public wing animator. Wings animator. Or animator wings, how about that? Or, even better, public animator animators. I guess there could be a chance where you're not doing the same for both. So, okay, so private void set trigger string name trigger name. Okay. So now we just need to make these into our own set trigger rather than Animator set trigger, and then that method will call that. So the set animator doesn't really work the way it did before, but that's okay. We'll do a similar thing for set float. And I'm going to make these public just in case I ever use them with the UI. Float. Float name. Float value. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that did the trick. Yeah, I mean, Jack, that's a great point. So that's one of the things that I think sort of a robust character controller scene and also video would explain, like, okay, when you're gliding, every once in a while you want to randomize a flap, you know? And so adding that kind of logic in there is something I think that would be a really cool part of the tutorial. Showing people how to do exactly that, because it is a nice touch, right? So I totally agree with you. Whoops. Oh. I have to assign this. All right. My modeling skills, John, are non-existent. I've tried to model a couple times just because I feel like I'd enjoy it if I was good at it. But, all right. Okay, good. Oh, so this one is the wings. Okay, good. The wings are doing it too. And then... Whoops. That's why. I need to... Crouch to stand has to go to Locomotion. What? And I have to do it on both of them. Okay. All right. Take off. All right. Is rising does not exist. What did I call it? I called it fly rising. It's the second time I've made that mistake, by the way. Is rising. There we go. Let's try it once more time. I saw the wings going, and that was nice. I felt happy for a brief moment while I saw that. I didn't press play. Camera rotation, maybe later. Camera rotation. Okay, let's go crouch and set to the cliff. Take off 2. So there we go. That's let's get out of this scenery. So aside from the whole flickering thing, that's exactly what we want to see, that we're going up and then in transition, and then as we go more gliding, she doesn't flap as much. She dives down. So that's cool. Let's go back to the cliff. Take off 3. See that rise. This is an animation issue where the vertical position of the animation needs to be updated, I think, to make that work. But yeah. All right. So I think what I need to do now is just go through each one and just figure out which ones might have the wrong vertical position. Because if we look at them, let's see, the body ones. Which ones were we looking at? Crouch, take off. So if we actually look at this animation, you see it go down, right? Right? Is that what it's doing? Oops. What is it doing? Where is our scrubber? Ah, right here. Or what happens if I just... This is the first one. Let's just click that and see what happens. Animator stuff always confuses me. The settings, I never really know. I get some hunches of what to do, but for the most part, I never really know what to do. I'm like, let me just click this and see what happens. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work one bit. Alright, so definitely don't click that button. Oh. Vacant to pose original. Alright, maybe it was because it was set to feet. Let's try once more. Nope. Alright, turn off that. Make sure that we didn't break everything. Okay. Maybe I broke everything. Oh. Stupid. It's just, the mesh was disappearing. Well, that's annoying. Can I change this while it's in play mode? This whole mesh disappearing thing is very frustrating. God damn it. Because I need to see the mesh. Yeah, well, that didn't work. Anyways, we did see it was way up there. All right, so that's my task now, is to go through these and fix these up. I'm not going to release them until these are fixed, because these are just too big of an issue. Nobody can really do anything with it at this point until that's done. And I need a basic demo scene video, I feel. So this has been a preview of the Angel Wings. And yeah, if anyone has any questions right now, I can stick around and answer questions. But otherwise, I'm going to take a short break and then come back to this in a bit. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Any questions? I'm waiting for the YouTube video now to catch up to what I was actually saying. So many animations. I wonder if I'm able to make this negative or something to make it turn the other direction. See, this is one of those where the vertical root motion or whatnot needs to be adjusted, I think. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Always a pleasure. Always fun interacting with you all. If you do have any questions, come join on the Discord. Don't forget to please press the thumbs up button on this video. If you haven't already subscribed, then subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow, I should be participating in the game dev show with the Jasons. That should happen at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I think I might only be around for 2 hours for it, though, because I have some things I have to do. And that's about it. So, thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night, depending on which part of the world you're in, and I will see you later. Hey, how come my outro isn't working? Usually I have that nice outro video, but it's not playing. In the intro. The intro. Huh. It's weird. The outro usually has a video with this. It's not playing. Oh well. I'm gonna click the finish button. Bye.